I'm sure you guys saw all the stuff that went down yesterday with Trina's A&R calling out Nicki Minaj and calling her a master manipulator. You know, basically called her a fraud. He had to bring the other artists into it. And, you know, all in all, I think, my opinion here, I think it was a bad look on Trina's team. Her cousin came out, you know, he said, you know, against basically Trina's wishes, and he was going to speak his mind, Bobby Lytes, and he went live and just dragged the Barbs and basically dragged Nicki Minaj as well. And again, bad look on Trina's team, which makes it a bad look on her. Now, Trina hasn't said anything. That's the thing. She hasn't said anything, but the people around her are making things look really bad because of BAPS. Now, all this stems from the fact that Nicki Minaj, you know, hopped on Hot Girl Summer, and I guess the ladies were they were doing the video last weekend. And Trina supposedly felt a type of way about that because they never did a video for BAPS. Now, a lot of people out here barking, don't seem to understand that BAPS, even though it came out on Trina's album this year, it's not a new song, though. BAPS actually came out in 2017. It was made in 2017. They didn't have a budget. Trina did not have a budget from her A&R for the video. So how does that become Nicki Minaj's fault? Because they didn't do a video. Regardless of the fact that the women are friends. They've been friends for a long time, for years and years. But at the end of the day, doesn't the responsibility lie on the business side of it? Not the women themselves, but the business side of it, the A&R, when it comes to making the videos. What happened? Why didn't Trina have a budget for that song at the time? There's a lot of questions out there and not many answers. But people want to kind of come at this woman and blame her for the fact that, you know, she's now working with Meg Thee Stallion. But she did work with Trina. Again, let's be clear. Nicki and Trina are friends. They worked together before. They did the song 2017. When it came to promoting Trina's album, where did Trina go? Trina went on Queen Radio. And whether you like it or not, whether you love Nicki or you hate Nicki, people tune in to Queen Radio. Okay, she has one of the biggest platforms out there. And when she talks, people listen. Even if it's to hate later, they still listen. Trina had the pulpit. She was right on the mic. She promoted her album. What else was Nicki supposed to do? I mean, what else? Fly a airplane with a little banner behind it, buy Trina's album. Her friend was on her platform. That's all I'm saying. What else was there supposed to be? What? I don't know. Because at the end of the day, my personal opinion is I just didn't even really care for the song. And I think the song did what it was supposed to do at the time it dropped. The people supported it, but like any other song, I don't care who you are, songs, especially this day and age, songs have a very short shelf life. They don't last any more than like 3 to 5 business days. People buy it early on the first day it dropped. They buy it, they stream it. And then after a while, you see it just drop off a cliff. And that goes for pretty much any artist out there. That is not a Trina situation. That's not a Nicki situation. That's just the way it works now. All right. And for the record, why aren't people going at Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne was on the album. Kelly Price was on the album. Why they not going after Lil Wayne and saying, well, you should have promoted this and you should have did this, and why didn't you do a video with Trina? Why he not getting that kind of heat? Because people just want to hate Nicki Minaj. I have said it from the beginning. I've never said that I thought Nicki was completely 100%, her hands were 100% clean when it comes to all this stuff out here. I've always stated that I think some of the stuff she may have done in the past is now coming to fruition now. But that doesn't mean that this is her fault. This isn't her fault. She did what she was supposed to do, and she did help promote BAPS. If a video wasn't made, that's not a Nicki situation. I won't even call it a Trina thing. That's Trina's A&R. The same A&R that was going off on Nicki Minaj. I just think that was a bad look. All right. And if we want to be honest, as much as I like Trina, let's be clear. Trina has never had that huge mass appeal. She has a niche. She has a built-in fan base. Trina has been around for years. I would say 20 years, I would say. I remember her and Trick Daddy around 1999 or something, like somewhere up in there. So Trina has been around for a long time. She, like I said, she has a built-in audience, but she's not that girl, okay? She's just not. And I do like her. And like I said, that's not a slight to her. I just feel like this was not a good look. This is something that these are two friends, and this is something that if Trina feeling a type of way, I'm sure that Trina could have come to Nicki Minaj personally. And Nicki came out on Queen Radio and said she had love for her friend. She talked about this very thing yesterday with the A&R trying to call her out and stuff like that. It's just a mess to see things like this. And please don't drop down. Please don't drop down in the comments and start talking about the other artists. You know, that's one of the problems that we have now. It's like when we have a conversation about one of these women, it always has to turn into bringing up the other woman. And that's not what this is, and it doesn't have to be that. All right? I don't have any issue with the other person, but see, that's the problem with these fan bases is that they're the reason why these women probably won't be able to work together again. Because you do understand that these women can coexist without being cool. You don't have to talk about the other one to have a conversation about Nicki Minaj. This is about Nicki and Trina, not the other woman. All right? It's not. You don't have to always invoke her name into it and inject her name into it like Trina's petty A&R did. That was unnecessary. This is an executive. This is an A&R being petty like that. How do you even get... That just blew my mind. I'm just thinking to myself, seriously, that was a terrible look. He shouldn't have done that. Even if he felt the type of way, man, I tell you, people get real bold when it comes to social media. I think that was a terrible look and he shouldn't have done it. But that's just my thoughts on that. I don't think this is Nicki's fault. I think Trina's A&R got her out here looking really bad. Tell me what y'all think.